Hey there guys, this is Tyler and today I'm going to be doing a gameplay video of Forza Motorsport 6 Apex. Let's begin. And I'm using an Xbox controller this time instead of my keyboard. I'll show you the settings I'm using. Everything's on low. Let me try and zoom in so you guys can see that. There. So if camera's shaky, I have this kind of gyrated. Everything's on low. If you follow me or follow my channel, you'll be able to see that I was using 720p before and getting around like 60 frames a second on one of the most graphically intensive maps in the game, but now I am getting around 40 to 50 with it being in 1080p. So I'm gonna go to Sebring, full circuit during the day, choose a car, let's go with this one, the Corvette. 3 laps. Let's go with, 3. Let's race. So finally, after about 40-50 seconds of this, it's finally loaded, and that's because of my slow hard drive, which is only 5400 RPM. And if you are curious about the specs of my computer and why I can only run this on low settings, it's because I have a GeForce or an NVIDIA GeForce GT 940MX and a Core i7-6500U. And in case you're wondering, I have 12 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM at 2133 megahertz. I'm just gonna make sure something's okay real quick. Yep. Okay. That's good. Let's race, boy. Let's go. I am gonna warn you, I'm not the best at this game, so don't expect much. You can't really see my frame rate count up the top right now, but I'm getting around 45 to 50. Turn the volume down slightly. Crap. That was not meant to happen. I'm still kind of new to this controller thing. Let me just turn down my volume real quick to where I usually have it at like 44%. For the record, that was not meant to happen. See if I can get first place in this. And for the record, this game looks so bad in 720p on low settings. Just bumping up the resolution to 1080p makes this look so much better. And I have noticed that the only difference between low settings and completely maxed out, and by completely maxed out, I mean having all the settings as high as they can go, except for the general one, which has the what the game's target is to look like, because it says I need more than 2 gigabytes of VRAM, which I only have 2 gigabytes of VRAM in this machine, so that doesn't help that. But even though I have tried it on this machine and it does run only like 10-15 FPS, the only differences I've noticed is that it's just minor optimizations, like shadows and stuff. So at 1080p on low settings, this game looks worlds better. And by maximum, yes, I do also mean by maxing up the MSA to 8 times. I do have VSync on for this, and it's locked at 60, so the refresh rate of my monitor is only at 60 Hz. So if you see it not going above 60. That's why. If you're wondering what this noise is, it's just my controller. My controller is kind of not a Xbox branded controller. It's by Power A, I think. And it's a wired controller, so not the world's best design, but hey, I at least have a Xbox controller now. Before I was using keyboard and mouse, or keyboard, and it was not good at all. It was either full throttle or no throttle, or turn to the right all the way or turn to the left all the way, so not the most enjoyable experience I've ever had with the computer or with the game. And some of you might be wondering at this point why, when he slows down, do I not see the little red bar like that go up when he starts braking? That's because I have assisted braking on, because if I did not have assisted braking on, you would see how bad I am at this game. I'm not good by judging my braking, so I'm just controlling the acceleration and turning. Then yes, at times, Then yes, at times I will have my I will have to interfere with the braking, because sometimes I feel like I need to brake some more. This is not one of the best cars in the game. Not really my favorite either, but hey, it's a Corvette. Oh my god, so touchy, so touchy, so touchy. I can see how much horsepower I'm making now. No, 420. 420. I never noticed how much I was missing out on this game without having a controller. It is so much better with having a simple controller. I know I'm not using like something to record my screen with, but if I did that, I'd have to go back to 720p on low settings to even get like 30 FPS. So that's why. Plus, I just don't want to download it. Whenever I try and download something off the internet, I don't know why, I have bad luck with downloading stuff off the internet. I somehow get a virus or mess up my entire computer, and I'm lucky that I'm even able to fix it half the time. The other half the time, I either have to shut it down and restart it, go into control panel and uninstall it there, and then restart it, or just take it to a computer repair place and pay the money to get it fixed. I'm really great with hardware, but I'm terrible with software. That might be a reference to something that might happen later, maybe within the probably in 2017 or so on this channel. I'm probably gonna build my dad a computer. Now, it's not going to be a crazy gaming computer, I'm not going to tell you any of the specifications on it, but it's not going to be a gaming computer. It's going to have a decent processor, halfway decent graphics card and all that, so not like it's going to be able to run Crysis at high settings, or probably this game even, on 720p low settings. Correct. But it is going to be a quite nice computer. It's a $500 computer. if I really wanted to, I could swap out the graphics card I already have in it for a GTX 1060. But all my dad ever does on his computer is like, I check his emails and go on Craigslist and stuff like that. So it just be wasting graphics power. So why spend that much money on a graphics card when I can just get him a cheapy, like a cheaper graphics card, and have it not be the gaming computer, so it can actually be a halfway decent computer without it having that. So, like I said, I'm not too worried about my dad having a slow computer after this, because it's gonna be a pretty kick-butt computer when it's all done with. Might not be talking a lot during this, but there's really nothing too interesting about this game for me to talk about. It kind of tells me if I were to become a gamer on YouTube, I would not succeed very well. So, whatever. There's also going to be an upcoming video on a new computer I got. It is a very old computer. I have a hobby of collecting old computers that I've recently gotten into. I have an older Gateway, a really old Gateway laptop, an old Toshiba laptop, and an old Dell. I'm not going to tell you what kind of Dell, though. It could be an Optiplex, could be a Dimension, could be a Vistro, or whatever you want to call it. Let's get back into the game. I think I'm going to go to Rio. Full Circuit Rio. Back. What's a good car for Rio that I like? Go with that one. I like this one. Reminds me of a very good IndyCar, because the RPMs can go up so high, like 10,000. And with that Dell, I'm gonna upgrade what it has in it. And it doesn't have a physical Wi-Fi card, so I have like a little Wi-Fi, an external Wi-Fi dongle thing that I can get Wi-Fi through, like a little Netgear adapter. So I'm gonna put in a physical Wi-Fi card in the Dell. I'm gonna put in a few other things, but that's all I'm gonna tell you that I'm actually gonna put in a Wi-Fi card. You know, so that's is gonna have to wait till the actual video comes out. Probably within in the 2017 year. I say 2017 is gonna be a great year for this channel. I just have a feeling that in the year 2017, this channel's gonna go from 5 subscribers to 6. Nah, probably not. It's probably gonna go. It might stay the same. I'm just happy with it. I'm not doing this for the money, but obviously, eventually, when my channel gets big enough, I am gonna have to do this for money, because then it'll eventually become my job. Oh God, why is my frame rate going down like 20? It never used to be like this. And I've run this one. Oh, it's only dropped down to 30. It's fine. This part of the map never makes my computer look fun. If only there was a way to actually merge my integrated graphics and my discrete graphics card. It'd at least give me somewhat better performance. So that'd be a really nice little addition to have. Yay, this is a fun little map. Fun little car, too. Let me change up the camera view. I like that view better. Oh no, I damaged my car. I don't like having a damaged car. The only way to fix that is to do that, or go into the pits and lose an entire lap. And I know some people don't like this, but if I literally had that enabled, I'd literally be in last place every single one of the races, because I at least have one major slip up in every single race. So sorry if some people don't like that are watching this. If you don't like that, oh well. If you do, great. Or if you don't care, whatever. Crap. In the same place last time I raced. This yellow McLaren P1 was like in the front of the pack last time too. It was never an orange one. It was always a yellow one. While this game looks great on 1080p low settings, it'd be great to run it at 4K. Everything maxed out, even MSAA at 8 times. So to make that happen, I'd probably have my dream computer, which would have an Intel Core i7 6850K, overclocked to probably like 4.3, 4.4 gigahertz, or however far it could go. Two-way SLI with Asus Strix GTX 1070s. 32 gigabytes of Corsair Dominator Platinum RAM at like 33,000 megahertz. And probably like an MSI or Asus motherboard, or EVGA X99 classified, or something, I don't know. It'd be really, and then for storage, I'd have a 512 gigabyte M.2 slot to store my boot drive on and stuff like that. And then for everything else, I would have a 1 terabyte hard drive. And juice that all up, I'd probably have like a 700 watt power supply. Pretty sure I'm missing something to tell you guys about, but I can't think of what it is because I am recording this at like what time is it right now? 9:30 at night. And I'm quite tired. Crap. But I'm recording this for you guys. So I care about all the people that watch my videos, all 5 of them. Except for that actually like 400 that watch my review of the computer that I'm actually playing this game on. And before I had the laptop cooler on this thing that I have on it now, by the time I was on my second race, my graphics card would be fully throttled down to its base clock, and I'd be lucky if I got cinematic frame rates, which is 24 FPS. And that is a no-go with this game. It looks total crap. And if you look in my rearview mirror, you can actually see that it is at like 10 FPS or cinematic frames or something, I don't know. Crap. Oh, that was close. But since I have this laptop cooler now, the most the throttle is down to is like probably like a bit like in between the boost clock and the base clock, which is much needed. Granted, this is a 0.9-inch thick laptop with one like flattened direct contact heat pipe on a Core i7 processor and a high-end graphics card, which only has a giant copper plate and then one heat pipe on it. So I basically have one heat pipe cooling down this gaming beast, which is not the world's best thing when cooling off a gaming computer, but when you have a computer this thin, it does sometimes, like the Razer Blade, it gets to like 100 degrees Celsius easily, especially the graphics card. Imagine what the temperatures would be if Razer put in a GTX 1080 in a Core i7 6800 HQ or 6820 HQ or whatever that processor is. Imagine how hot that thing would get. It'd literally go up in flames. There'd be flames coming out where the fan vents are. Doing nothing on that thing, just with the graphics card sitting there, that thing would legitimately be throttled down to its base clock and be lagging at opening the internet because it'd already be overheated by how thin that thing is. heck did that thing get out with a GTX 1060 and a Core i7 6708 and a 6700 HK or something? I don't know. I'm not really that up to date with other with laptop processors. I like desktop processors, especially the Core i7, especially the 6950X. If only I had the $1,700 for one. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, but that's a waste of money. Just get the 6700K. Well, I think that if I got the 6850K, I would have better future proofing. And most important, crap. And most importantly, have a, I forget what I was talking about because I got distracted by me going into the wall. Oh yeah, if people say that I got the 6700H, the 6850K, they say that's a waste of money because you only need 4 cores to play games. Future-proofing, people, that's what it's called. So that'd be a nice little thing to have. And overall, it'd just be a better gaming experience. It does have a lower clocks, but I could overclock that easily with MSI Afterburner or EVGA Precision X. What time is it? Do I have time for another race? Yeah, we got time for another race. Let's do one lap at this track. I suck at this track so bad, so you're gonna see how bad I actually am at this. But it has like, I think 7 more megabytes of L3 cache or L2 cache. I don't know which one. It's on the XNet 99 chipset, so that's kind of for bragging rights. Don't think of it that way. Think of it as being just a better CPU. It has more PCI Express lanes, so I'd be able to put in more graphics cards, more Express lanes, or whatever. But overall, I think that if I had the money right now to build that thing, I would. And you'd be seeing this with screen capture or whatever, recording the screen, and with me having this on probably 1440p on a 34-inch Acer Predator monitor. So overall, I'd be pretty dang happy if I had the money for that, for a computer like that now. And even playing on 1440p with it maxed out, I'd be getting well over 100 FPS because compared to most other games, this is not much graphically intensive. But when you mix it with a GTX 940 MX, you get a computer or a game that's pretty graphically intensive. As you can see, I'm already not doing too well in this game, and this is more of a gameplay / random conversation with a bunch of other people, Redlining it up in the corner. I had to hit on the brakes for that one. I hit on the brakes. I hit the brakes. Stop it, you car. Stop banging into me around the corners. Those lens flares, though. Crap. Spin out. Man, away from me, cars. I'm actually trying to have a good race here. Crap, one got by me. But I'm pretty happy with my computer. Even on this map, which is like the longest track in the game, I think like 4.8 miles or something, 4.3 miles. And I don't think I'm ever dropping below 40. Granted, I'm not really paying much attention to the frame rate. mostly paying attention to the actual game. Why? Every time that I go in there. Not like I'm going too fast around the corners. Nice, dude. Nice. That was nice. I could actually still be racing right now if he didn't bump into me. No, so I'm not going to be lonely in last place. I actually have to rewind this quite a bit. Don't be mad at me that I have to rewind this. You can see that I'm turning the wheel, but I'm still like going straight. Oh, that's not gonna happen. Get back here. Get back here. Back. Haha, I'm overtaking you. Hey. Crap. That was my fault. I'm not gonna rewind for that. As you can see, I'm kind of a bad driver at this game. Come on, I'm gonna overtake this Ferrari. Yeah, boy, overtaking a Ferrari. Told you I'm pretty bad at this game. 13th place. Oh, I don't got time for another video. Gotta end this and shut down my computer and get ready for bed. Got school tomorrow. Late start tomorrow. Don't have to start till 10. So yeah, guys, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, just give it a thumbs down. And if you did like this video, please subscribe. And other than that, bye guys. See ya.